Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to Orcs Must Die 3. We are continuing our full campaign playthrough, getting the perfect 5-skull rating on every single level. In today's video, part of the Old Friends campaign, we have landed on the Colosseum. This level is so hard. Dude, I've been at this for hours, and I finally think I have a strategy that might work. I haven't proven it yet because I don't have the 5-skull rating, but I think I got it. I think we're good. It took so much tinkering, so much finessing, so much trial and error. I hope this helps someone out there. I really do. I really do. Remember, if you're enjoying this series, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Helps us out a ton here with the algorithm and just takes you a second. Also, November 6th, we are doing a 24-hour charity stream to raise money to help sick kids. We're raising money for the Arnold Palmer Hospital in Orlando, Florida, and I would love to see you there for the stream, November 6th, twitch.tv/MFPallytime. I pulled an all-nighter, still trying to fix the sleep schedule. It's 11 in the morning right now. I think I started working on this level at 7:30. I'm pretty sure, but I think I got it. Here we go. This level is massive. There are 4 entrances. 2 of them are underground. These don't open until a little bit later. And then 2 of them are above ground with super long walkways if you barricade them. When I did this level in co-op, we blocked one side off and my friend just defended down here. While meanwhile, I, up in the top lanes, which again are on either side of the map, would barricade this, and we set up long lines of arcane dragons and stuff to shoot all the way down this walkway. And I would basically count on those to thin out the herd and then manually defend around the rift. Was not an optimal strategy, but you know, it got us through it. Figuring this out for a solo player has been so challenging. There are so many things on this level that want your barricades dead. That is all they care about, getting to your barricades and making your life miserable. Figuring out a way to work around those was our biggest obstacle here. The traps we are using today are the Staff of Domination, my main primary weapon. This may be new. I don't know if I've actually used this in a video yet, but it is time. This is the level for it. This is the Trap Reset Trinket. It has a very long cooldown, but if you use it, it resets all of the traps in the area around you. There is a very important upgrade for this trinket. What it does is heal all of your barricades in an area around your character. It helps you keep your barricades alive so the line holds when so many fire elementals are trying to ruin all of your fun. Imperative for our success, and this is when my strategy started to take a turn for the better. We also started to incorporate some of our stupid barrel dispensers, but I don't think they make any sense here. I've been sticking them up on the wall to deal some damage to the back line of my trap. And I mean, that's nice, but if enemies are making it that far, I'm kind of in trouble. The problem is, I don't know what I would swap this out with. You have 0 roof coverage. If you put archers down here, the archers are going to be sniped by ghouls or by gnolls. It's just like, there's really not a lot to work with. I'm really stretching for anything at this point. We have single barricades. These are better built to resist incoming damage, and we are going to try to keep them alive as they are being attacked relentlessly. We have tar, arcane brimstone, because most of the enemies on this level are fire immune, just to make things even better. So the arcane brimstone is going to be our workaround for that. We have the mind control flowers. We have freezy traps to just slow the train down as they're entering the kill box. We have the wall slappers to do the same thing. Stun enemies, bleed them out, and keep them in the kill box. And then we have the wall grinders as well. Because we're going to be focusing on keeping this as one lane here, as enemies walk by these grinders, they're going to take a decent amount of damage. So I just want to spell the strategy out for you pretty fast, because there's not going to be a lot of time to set it up in between rounds. What we have to do is take these 4 lanes and somehow converge them into one. Just the geography of figuring out how to do that took me several attempts. We are going to have enemies coming out of this ramp, so we immediately know we need to block off at least one of these sides. So let's go with this one. If we put these barricades here, it'll force every enemy that spawns here out into the right. Where are the enemies going to go next? Obviously right up the stairs. So we barricade this next. These barricades are very vulnerable. Watch these barricades. But by having this line and this line here, it's going to force all of our enemies down this one single path where we have to figure out how to kill them. And from what I found, the easiest way of doing that is to then force them into a single lane. We've used the single lane strategy many times throughout our playthrough. It makes your traps so much more cost effective because every enemy has to walk by. Remember, as we're building out the barricade, we need to leave a full tile for ogres and trolls to walk through, giant elementals as well on this level. Otherwise, they're going to destroy your traps and make a hole for themselves to walk through, which you don't want. A weird turning point for me on this, and this is not something that I expected. I had a flower here because it's kind of the perfect spot for a flower, and I did attempt after attempt after attempt with a flower here. But I kept losing these barricades in the front. So I doubled up this front line, and I think I even doubled this one up. And like, I was still losing barricades, but it didn't ruin my strategy. And that may seem wasteful to have barricades up just for preventative measures. However, the first time I cleared this level on this difficulty, I ended the level with almost 19,000 gold. So the traps along the wall are super duper effective, and we just need to make sure this barricade line holds. And that's our general strategy for this. Getting ready to defend the first wave, our setup is grinder on the wall with a slapper behind it, tar with brimstone behind it, a CC flower, and 2 barricades to block off the path. We're trying to get all of our enemies into a single path for this because it makes these traps so much more effective. One thing I'm going to do that I normally don't do as well is actually charge up the Staff of Domination because it has an AoE effect that I don't use very often, but it's very good in this situation. That AoE effect just sends a lot of small orcs flying. It can be detrimental to your strategy sometimes because it can knock orcs over a rail and then those orcs go straight for your rift. But right here in this small corner, it does totally fine. We're using the right click on the Staff of Domination specifically on the larger targets, the troll and the ogres, and there's going to be a few of those in this first round. We're basically using them as a traffic jam for our trap. If the ogre is mind controlled, not very many enemies are going to be able to get by him. And luckily for us, he keeps fighting on top of the wall slapper, meaning that he's basically stuck in this spot too. We're going to repeat that same strategy on the troll, fast sell everything in between rounds, and this is why I showed you what our barricade line looks like earlier, because we have to reproduce it pretty quickly here. I'm not going to double up on the barricade just yet. I'm going to focus on getting some traps in here, and everything else should hopefully fall into place. Double freeze in the front, one pointing down the lane, one pointing at the entrance, then a grinder and a wall slapper. We're always going to have tar in front of our grinders. That's very, very important. And I'm going to put a brimstone in the front. And this is our basic trap setup. We're going to continue it down this line. But remember, we're trying to keep our enemies as close to that wall as possible, so those traps are extra effective. On round 2, we are going to have to do a lot of manual defending, but again, we can do the same thing where we just kind of charge up our shot and aim for this corner. It'll deal AoE damage in that corner. We don't even have to like aim for headshots on these guys. A lot of the work is being done for us just by the increased size of that shot. So small tip there. Again, I haven't really done it throughout the majority of our playthrough, but there's a time and a place for everything. There are dynamite archers in this mess, and some of our barricades are already under attack. I'm not super happy about that. I did manage to get a mind control off on one of these earth elementals. This fire elemental is going to explode, dealing damage to my barricades, but luckily we did not lose it. Where's the last enemy? They just gave me a long timer for no reason. Now we're gonna double up this barricade line, and we're going to immediately jump over the rail because this round has a ton of these small little explosive fire guys. And as long as you kill like 4 of them, you won't lose any barricades. It can be a little stressful trying to get into the thick of things here and take care of them. There's only 3 left now. We're totally fine. Our line should hold. And if anything did get super damaged, remember, we do have the repair trinket to fix things up. Now let's continue our barricade line down. We need to make sure we're leaving a full tile for the ogres to get through, and it looks like we did do that just fine. Now I'm going to fill out the floor with our brimstone whenever I get some money, and we'll just continue to build the trap gauntlet backwards. Sorry I'm stumbling over so many words, dude. I am tired. And the fact that I have to do a 24-hour stream in 3 weeks is kind of daunting. I gotta get the sleep schedule shit right. I gotta get it right. Anyway, back to defending. The enemies are slowly pushing forward. This round is more or less dealt with after you take down those fire elementals in the beginning. But don't worry, next round has its own little secrets, its own little ways of trying to ruin our strategy. And it's not shy about using it. The fire elementals did a number to our barricade line back here, so I am probably going to use our repair trinket right here just to fix up all of these barricades. More enemies. Let's install another grinder here, and again, every time there's a grinder, we put tar in front of it. And I'm going to extend the brimstone line out to the left. On wave 4, after the initial spawns, there are sappers that come out of this entrance. Or maybe that was wave 5. I'm not seeing them yet. It must be wave 5. It must be the odd rounds. I got ahead of myself. So this round should be fairly straightforward then. The enemies are coming into our kill box, and we're taking care of them as they progress through the kill box. We're going to continue to expand the barricade line backwards to here. This will be the final one. And that's just to make sure that they have enough room to actually maneuver through this. I've just retreated back to the rift. I'm out of range of the archers. If any gnolls spawn, they have to run to me. And I'm just charging up this attack and sending it at my adversaries. It works pretty well in these early rounds, but shit's about to get hectic. Okay, now that the barricade line is pretty far back, at the start of round 5, I'm going to finish the line, add another freeze to the end, add a slapper immediately after this grinder and put brimstone in front of it. Then divert my attention to the sappers moving down the left staircase. They shouldn't be that hard to deal with, and no, they are not, but they are only the first wave of sappers this round. There's about to be another. Let's make sure we get in position for that. And of course, these little fire dudes are back, and they're mad. Oh god, we were taken down. Hopefully the line holds. Hopefully it holds. We lost one barricade. That's not the end of the world. Let's just replace it. It's okay. That's why we have the double lines of barricades. Now what you don't want to do is what I just fucking did, which is get the dynamite archers to look at you. We want to be so far back that the dynamite archers never notice us. If you saw that gnoll, what I did was kite it back to our rift. The gnolls actually don't count as points that we lose for our rift. I'm going to move up and repair this before that elemental dies. Okay, everything's good. Everything's good. Everything's good. Trinket use. So the gnolls are not interested in anything but killing the player. So if they go into the rift, they don't actually count as a detriment to you. It's a really, really easy way of just removing them from the playfield quite easily. We have almost 5,000 gold to spend, and this is why I think that actually losing those barricades up front isn't that big of a deal, because at this point our kill box is pretty much done. Anything that we do now is just going to be icing on the cake. At the start of round 6, we are going to get a gnoll bombardier that's going to be spawning on us. And for some reason, I don't know what causes that, but he just stops and hits that first barricade so often. And I have no idea. Look at this one. This one's literally just attacking the barricade. Both of them. I have no idea why they're doing that. Gnolls don't even care about barricades. They fucking walk over them. And now I've been baited forward and a dynamite archer took a shot at my buildings and I guess I'm just gonna fall back now. We have another grenadier making his way towards me right now, and I'm just gonna put my back against this wall because I want him to run into our rift. Another gnoll moving up towards me. Let's see if I can spot him, make sure he's not breaking my barricade. We put our back against the wall and he is taken care of. Meanwhile, our trap gauntlet is holding... Oh yeah, we lost another barricade. Okay. The same one in the front. I don't know what it is about that barricade, but they love to focus it. I don't get it at all. We have a shit ton of small little elementals inside of our kill box right now. Our barricade's taking a beating. If we see any more elementals, we might want to try to kill them before they enter the kill box just to keep our stuff alive a little bit longer. At the end of this round, I can move up and repair. Also, at the end of in between rounds, if you're in position, you can just sell your barricades and replace them to build them back up. However, this trinket is what helps them stay alive in rounds, and sometimes the enemy team is ruthless, like with them picking on that first barricade of mine for absolutely no reason. This trinket is so valuable. I was hard stuck on this level before I figured out the trinket strat. Perfect. Look at that repair. Everything's back. Let's start to add a little bit more firepower in here above our freezer at the end. We're just going to cascade our barrel dispensers all the way up the line. These aren't going to deal a ton of damage. Most enemies don't make it that far in the trap. However, it'll hit something, and it'll be good damage for like big ogres and trolls, I think. I heard the howl of a gnoll. He is coming up towards me right now. Again, we're just going to bait him right into the rift. Nothing to worry about. One more coming in as well, and luckily for me, he didn't stop to kill my trap. We're on round 7 out of 9. A bombardier just spawned. Let me see if I can disrupt these elementals a little bit. Where is he? Okay, he's moving up the left side right now. Come on, bud, right there. Barricade is under attack. Which one? It looks like our line over here on the left took some damage from one of these elementals going down. Do you see how many elementals there are? Just a ridiculous amount. There's some inside of my kill box right now as well. And again, every time these guys die, they break into smaller embers that then deal damage to structures. It is so difficult to deal with. And like normally, if we have a lot of enemies like this on a level, what do? We don't build barricades. I have no idea how you would do this level without barricades.
The barricade is under attack.
You'd have to defend way too much. I don't think it's possible. I mean, maybe it is. I'm pretty good at this game, but I'm not going to say I know everything about it. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I like these barrel dispensers up here. I thought they were going to be kind of lame. I was just stretching for anything that might be able to add damage into this, but it's doing a pretty good job. Our front barricades are looking pretty beat up. Let's fix them with... Oh, Trinket's still on cooldown. Excuse me. Can't fix them at all. I think we're plenty far ahead of par time at the moment. I don't think that's a super big concern for me. Let's repair here. Oh, yeah, it's got good range on it, too. That fixed up everything real nice. One thing we can do to help our kill box last a little bit longer is add in flowers down the entire side. These flowers are going to not mind control, but daze enemies. Make them get confused. Make them wonder what they're doing. Is it the right thing? I don't know. And they kind of go back and forth inside kill boxes. Usually a pretty good thing. We can see the flowers missing a little bit. A decent alternative if you don't like flowers would be to put butterfly boxes on the line above these. But that means the butterfly box would mostly be there for the larger units. It would be taking down those ogres and those trolls. Every time we get a null, I just run them back. I don't feel like I really need to make my life any more complicated. There are so many elementals spawning on the left side right now, I'm legitimately worried. One strategy we could do... Oh god, we lost the barricade. Which one?
Enemies at the rift.
It's a null, we're okay. Which barricade? Was it that corner? It was the corner, it was the corner. I'm putting it back, I'm putting it back. Look, it's literally just a null standing sitting on top of it, throwing grenades for no reason. I wasn't anywhere near that.
Barricade is down.
Oh, and he just killed.
Attacking a
Oh,
barricade.
which barricade? Which barricade? Oh, fuck. Oh, I lost another corner piece. But again, I have 6,000 gold. This is what gold is for. Don't be afraid to spend it. That's why we have those disposable barricades. Our trap gauntlet is dealing plenty damage over here. It's doing just fine. So, one thing we could do to help fight the fire elementals, like this one right here,
Under attack.
is you mind control them. So the enemies are going to fight them. You wait until they're almost dead, and you charge up one of these attacks like what we have here, where it does a splash at the end. And then basically you try to time it so you land the projectile from your Staff of Domination the moment the elemental dies. And the AoE can like burst the small ads that he spawns. It's just so finicky, bro. It's just, this whole level's so finicky, bro. All right, this is holding, this is good. Our barricade line is looking good. These aren't damaged over here. That's excellent. This is the final round, and we have 3 minutes to get through it. And I think we're gonna be able to do it. I think so. I'm gonna put another barrel dispenser here. I'm gonna put one on each side. And this is mostly just to help me defend against, ooh, shit, sappers. Sappers on round 9, coming down the right side this time. Decent shots are going to take them down. This Knoll got a good hit on me, though. Let me back up to the rift, try to move him through it. Him and his Grenader friend go through. We have one more Knoll Hunter running up, put him through. We have more sappers on the right side. I'm shooting. Where are they? There they are! I got him. At least I got a couple of them. Yeah, that could have gone a little better. Hey, is the line okay up there? Motherfucker! There's a Knoll Hunter just beating up that one barricade again for no reason. I have to replace it. 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 Because there's another fucking Knoll hitting another barricade for absolutely no reason. Look at that. I'm getting robbed. I'm getting robbed right now. Okay, move him onto the point. Move him onto the point. Move him onto the point. I have to replace that barricade so fucking soon. Oh, there it is. Yo, stop breaking my shit! Oh, boys, we got... Oh, no, we had such a high traffic jam there that they actually started attacking the barricade because they didn't have anywhere to move. I've never seen a traffic jam that tight before. That means our traps are doing their job. They are working. However, they might be working a little bit too much. I can't repair anything here if... Oh, that's my wake-up alarm. Excuse me. I can't repair anything here because my trinket's still on cooldown. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, it looks like the line held. Sorry, my alarm went off there for a moment. It's just part of the fucking all-nighter experience. And with 1 minute left on the clock and only one troll remaining, we have achieved a perfect score on this level. Oh my god! This took so many tries. I tried so many different things. The double barricade line up front and the trap reset barricade thing was pivotal. That was the only thing that gave me a little bit of traction on this level. I highly recommend that you try it out. I don't think our score is going to be that good. 664,000. What is it? Oh, top score 7 million? How? Oh man, we didn't even hit the top 1,000. I don't care, dude. 5 skulls, done. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button. We very much appreciate it. Don't worry, I'm not going to make any more of these in my tired and delirious state. There's only one level left to go in this campaign, and I want to make sure I'm all mentally here for it. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. I'll see you again soon. Don't forget, November 6th, I'll get my sleep schedule right before then. It'll happen. See you later. Goodbye.